Hey, what's going on guys? This is Kedar here, and today in this video on Hurricane Ian relief, and check this out, IRS issued a press and we got Hurricane Ian tax relief who is eligible for this emergency payments. Also, Vice President Kamala Harris says hurricane recovery should take equity into account. Ron DeSantis campaigns to respond. Harris says that disaster relief will be given to any Florida resident. As per the latest update that we got from IRS.gov, IRS announces tax relief for victims of Hurricane Ian in Florida. We have got official tweet from IRS News, and today in this video we have got all the details on Hurricane Ian disaster relief, Kamala Harris hurricane relief, and all the details on Hurricane Ian relief for Florida residents. We will cover who will receive this Hurricane Ian relief payments. We have got the coverage map, what IRS is doing for victims of Hurricane Ian, who is eligible for Hurricane Ian emergency payments. So before we start this video, make sure to check out other videos from our channel for latest stimulus update, and do subscribe to our channel with bell notification turn on. That will keep you posted on latest financial updates. And with that being said, make sure to hit that like and let's get right into the video. Recently, Vice President Kamala Harris caused a stir Friday after she said that the administration would take equity into account when dividing up disaster relief as the Hurricane Ian rips up the eastern coastline. In her statement, she said it is our lowest income communities and our communities of the color that are most impacted by these extreme conditions. Later, she added, we have to address this in a way that it is giving resources based on equity, understanding that we fight for equality, but we also need to fight for equity. And the White House on Friday said President Biden had been working with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and the Federal Emergency Management Agency, that is FEMA, in order to provide emergency relief for those impacted by the deadly storm. But the campaigns for Ron DeSantis took issue with Harris' comments, and they claimed that she caused a panic as Florida residents took federal government and state officials to provide disaster relief in a wake of Hurricane Ian. And well, as for the latest details, at least 10 people have lost their lives and more than 700 have been rescued in the Florida due to Hurricane Ian, setting it the deadliest hurricane in the state's history. And while the hurricane is heading towards North and South Carolina, but the US government have announced that IRS is offering tax relief to the victims from any area designated by Federal Emergency Management Agency, that is FEMA. And as for the latest details from IRS.gov, IRS announces tax relief for victims of Hurricane Ian in Florida. As per their latest tweets we got from IRS News, victims of Hurricane Ian in Florida now have until 15 February 2023 to file various individual and business tax returns and make tax payments. And as per the details we got from IRS, victims of Hurricane Ian that began September 23rd in Florida, well, those people now have until February 15, 2023 to file various individual and business tax returns and make the tax payments as per the IRS announced today. As per the declaration issued by FEMA, IRS announced today that affected taxpayers in certain areas will be given a tax relief. Therefore, individuals, households affected by Hurricane Ian that reside or have a business anywhere in the state of Florida will qualify for these tax relief payments. So if you speak of the coverage of these payments, if you got residents in the Florida or you have a business anywhere in the state of Florida, well, you are qualifying for these tax relief payments. And speaking of what the benefit you are receiving, the declaration permits that IRS is postponing certain tax filing and tax payment deadlines for taxpayers who reside or have a business in the disaster area. So for instance, certain deadline falling on September 23rd, 2022 and before February 15th, 2023 are now postponed through February 15th, 2023. This means individuals who had a valid extension to file their 2021 tax returns due to run out on October 17, 2022, well, those people now have until February 15th, 2023 in order to file tax returns. However, that's because the tax payments related to this 2021 returns were due on April 18th, 2022, and those payments are not eligible for this relief. And the February 15th, 2023 deadline applies to the quarterly estimated tax payments normally due on January 17th, 2023, and to the quarterly payroll and excise tax returns, which is normally due on October 31st, 2022 and January 31st, 2023. Also, businesses with an original or extended due date also have additional time, and including calendar year corporations whose 2021 extension runs out on October 17th, 2022. Also, any penalties on payroll and excise tax deposit dues on or after September 23rd, 2022 and before October 10th, 2022 will be abated as long as the tax deposit are made by October 10th, 2022. So for any penalties on payroll tax and excise tax deposit, make sure you do the tax deposit by October 10th, 2022 in order to get this benefit. And if an affected taxpayer receive late filing or late payment penalty notice from the IRS that has an original or extended filing, or this deposit due date falls within the postponement period, then those people should call the telephone number on IRS on the notice to have IRS abate penalty. You should give it a call on 866-562-5227 to request for this tax relief. So what IRS is doing for the victims of Hurricane Ian? To sum it up, IRS decided to postpone tax filing and the payment deadlines through the February, and they have got the new deadlines for affected individuals and the businesses to file their returns and pay taxes until February 15th, 2023. However, IRS noted that this is because the tax payments related to these 2021 returns were due on April 18th, 2022, and those payments are not eligible for this relief. And the February 15th, 2023 deadline also applies the quarterly estimated income tax payments due on January 17th, 2023, and the quarterly payroll and excise tax returns normally due on October 31st, 2022 and between January 31st, 2023. And any businesses with an original or extended due date also have the additional time, including others and calendar year corporations whose 2021 extension runs out on October 17th, 2022. Similarly, for tax exempt organizations have additional time, including for the 2021 calendar year returns with extension due to run out on November 15th, 2022. And what all this means to victims of Hurricane Ian in Florida? Well, they now have until February 15th, 2023 to file their 2021 federal individual and business tax returns. Also, various tax filing and payment deadlines are postponed for this relief, and Hurricane Ian victims in Florida now have until February 15th, 2023 in order to file returns which were originally due on October 17th, 2022. And payments originally due before September 23rd, 2022 are not eligible for this relief. So make sure you note this one. These payments are not eligible for the relief. And speaking of the tax filing and payment deadlines after the September 23rd, 2022, well, they are eligible for this relief, and the relief applies to the victims in all the Florida localities designated by FEMA. And 23rd September 2022 marks the start of the relief, and all the Florida residents are automatically eligible for this benefit. Well, that's all the latest details we got from Hurricane Ian relief, Hurricane Ian disaster relief provided by IRS for the tax filing. Once we get any additional details, I will keep you posted. So make sure to subscribe to our channel with bell notification turn on. So once we upload any video, you'll get instant notification, and it's totally free to do so. So make sure to do it. Do check out other videos from our channel. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. And this is Kedar from How to Guys signing out.